student, so we are going to start with next problem in which there is a function which is a composite function, and we are going to prove the given result with the help of partial differentiation of composite function. So now u is given as a function of x, y and z, where x is a function of r theta phi, y is a function of r theta phi, and z is also a function of r and theta. Now guys, based on this we have to prove this result. So if you observe both sides, then there are different differential terms. So the question is, where should we start? And that will be decided from tree diagram. So here first of all we'll say that this u or f is a function of x, y and z. So guys, here I can take it as u as a function of x, y, z, but in the question it is asked that del f by del r, and that is why we are calling that u as f. Next, x is a function of r, theta and phi. So here I'll say x is a function of r, then theta and phi. Similarly, y is a function of r, theta, phi. So that will become r, theta and phi, and z is a function of r and theta. So here I'll say it is function of r and theta. Now, based on this tree diagram, you can see that f is a dependent variable, whereas r, theta, phi are the independent variable. So we'll start from a side which has the relationship between f and r, theta, phi, and that is my RHS. So I'm gonna start with the RHS. So let's find out del f by del r. So guys, we know that in partial differentiation we apply the chain rule. So from f to r there are three paths, that is f2x, x2r, f2y, y2r and f2z, z2r. So on these three paths we will apply the chain rule. So here we will get so here I've applied chain rule on three paths. Now let's start. So we can't find out the value of del f by del x, del f by del y, del f by del z because f is not defined. Next, we'll find out del x by del r by partially differentiating this x with respect to r. So guys, here we'll get sine theta cos phi. Here I'll write down it is sine theta cos phi into del f by del x. Next, del y by del r will differentiate y with respect to r partially. We'll get sine theta sine phi. Here I'll write plus sine theta sine phi into del f by del y, and then del z by del r. So here we'll get cos theta, so plus cos theta del f by del z. So here guys, we got the first value. Now let's find out del f by del theta. So for that, from f to theta there are three paths. So I'll apply chain rule for that. And then guys, in the end we'll find out del f by del phi. So now for del f by del phi, from f to phi there are only two paths, that is f2x, x to phi and f2y, y to phi. So we'll apply chain rule according. So let's start. Now guys, let's find out the value of del x by del theta, del y by del theta and del z by del theta. So del x by del theta, that time we'll get r and cos phi constant, and the derivative of sine theta is cos theta. So here we'll get it is equal to r into cos theta cos phi into del f by del x. Next, to get del y by del theta, we'll differentiate this with respect to theta. So r and sin phi constant, derivative of sin theta is cos theta. So here we'll write plus r and sin phi constant. Here we'll get cos theta del f by del y. And in the end, del z by del theta, derivative of cos theta is negative sin theta. So here we'll get negative r sin theta del f by del z. Now we'll find out this del x by del phi, del y by del phi. So del x by del phi, here r and sin theta constant. For cos phi we'll get negative sin phi. So here we'll say it is equal to negative r sin theta sin phi into del f by del x. Then del y by del phi. So here we'll differentiate this term with respect to phi. So r and sin theta constant, derivative of sin phi is cos phi. So this is positive r into sin theta into cos phi into del f by del y. So guys, now we got these three values. Now the thing is, we have to square each and every term, and then for the second term we'll multiply it with 1 upon r square. To the third term we'll multiply with 1 upon r square sin square theta, and we'll find out the answer. So let's start. So first of all, I'll square this del f by del r the whole square. So in del f by del r there are three terms. So guys, if I am squaring this left hand side, I have to square the right hand side. So when we'll square the right hand side, as there are three terms, here we will be using the formula of a plus b plus c the whole square. And guys, you all know that it is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times ab plus 2 times bc plus 2 times ca. So I'll use this formula to find the value of del f by del r the whole square. So let's start. So del f by del r the whole square. Here I'll first find out a square plus b square plus c square. So square of this plus square of this plus square of this. So we'll get now we'll find out this 2ab. So 2 into this. So sin theta sin square theta, then cos theta sin phi, and we also have 2 and del f by del x, del f by del y also. So here we'll get 2 times sin square theta cos theta. Now we'll find out 2bc. So this into 2. So we'll get, now the last term is 2ca. So 2 into this is c and this is a. So if I multiply these two terms, we'll get cos square theta sin theta and this term. So here I'll say 2 times. So now we got the value of del f by del r the whole square. So guys, let's move ahead and let's find out the value of del f by del theta the whole square. But remember one thing, that this term is also multiplied with 1 upon r square. So what we'll do is we will find the square, and at the same time we will multiply the given terms by 1 upon r square. So here I have the value of del f by del theta. So in del f by del theta there are again three terms. So if there are three terms, and if I want to find out square of this, I'll again apply the formula of a plus b plus c the whole square. So the previous formula which we have used, that is this formula, I will be using the same formula for the expansion of these three terms. And one more thing is, whenever we'll expand this, that time we have to multiply it with 1 upon r square also. So let's start. So first of all, we'll do a square plus b square plus c square. So square of this plus square of this plus square of this. Let's start. And guys, don't forget to multiply this with 1 upon r square because it is given in the question. So I'm starting. So if I do square of this will be r square cos square theta cos square phi df del f by del x the whole square. Now guys, here we are getting r square, and if I multiply it with 1 upon r square because it is given, if I multiply it with 1 upon r square and r square will be cancelled. So we will get for del f by del theta the whole square into 1 upon r square. So here we will get Next, we'll find out the b square. So if I square this, again we'll get r square. This r square will be cancelled with this r square. So we'll get sine square phi cos square theta. Here I'll write plus sine square phi cos square theta into del f by del y the whole square plus c square. So square of this, so that will become r square, again cancelled. So sine square theta, here I'll write sine square theta del f by del z the whole square. Next, we'll have 2ab. So 2 into this into this. So if I multiply this, so r and r will become r square. Again, it will be cancelled with the r square which is outside. So we'll get 2 times cos square theta sin phi cos phi into this 2 terms. So here I'll write plus 2 times next we'll do 2 times b into c. So r into r square will be cancelled with outside r. Then multiplication of these two terms. Here we have negative term, so we'll get a negative sign. So negative 2 times sin phi cos theta sin theta del f by del y del f by del z. We'll write it there. And in the end 2 times CA. So again if I multiply these two terms, r and r square will be cancelled and we'll get again negative sign 2 times sin theta cos phi this into this. So here I'll write so guys, here we got the value of second term. Now let's find out the value of third term, that is square of del f by del y, and we'll multiply its answer with 1 upon r square sin square theta. So guys, here we have the value of del f by del phi. Now in its value we have two terms. So if there are two terms, we will use the formula of a minus b. Now why a minus b? Because this term is positive and this term is negative. So I'll rewrite this term as r then sin theta cos phi del f by del y minus r sin theta sin phi del f by del x. So now this becomes a minus b the whole square. So we know the formula for that. So a minus b the whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So guys, I am going to use this formula for the square of del f by del phi the whole square. So with that we will also multiply it with 1 upon r square into sin square theta. So let's start. So here I'll say 1 upon r square into sin square theta del f by del phi the whole square equal to. Now here first term is a square, so we'll do square of this, that will be r square sin square theta cos square phi del f by del y the whole square. And guys, this term is multiplied by 1 upon r square sin square theta. So this r square sin square theta will be cancelled and we will just get cos square phi del f by del y the whole square. So here I'll write cos square phi del f by del y the whole square. So what we are doing is, when we are squaring, at the same time we are multiplying each term by 1 upon r square into sin square theta. Next, so here we got the a square. Now let's find out the b square. So this is the b term. If I square it, I'll get r square sin square theta sin square phi del f by del x the whole square, and this r square sin square theta will be cancelled with this r square sin square theta. So we will get plus sin square phi del f by del x the whole square. Here I'll write it down, plus sin square phi del f by del x the whole square. and in the end we will get negative 2 into AB. So this is B. So if we multiply these two terms, we'll get r square sine square theta, which will be cancelled with the outside r square sine square theta, then sin phi into cos phi, and also 2, and then del phi by del y, del phi by del x. So here I'll write down, so negative 2 sin phi cos phi del f by del x into del f by del y. So guys, we got all the values. Now there is one change. When we got the value of del f by del r, that time the formula was to find out del x by del r. Now to find out del x by del r, we will differentiate x with respect to r. So here we got sin theta and cos phi as a constant. So here we have to write down cos phi. And since here we have sin theta and cos phi, when we found the square of this del f by del r, that time we'll get one more change. So here we will get square of cos phi. So that was the minute change. Similarly, when we got the value of this 2 times c into a, so that time we'll get sin theta cos theta into cos phi. So here we'll write 2 times sin theta cos theta. I'll write down in a different color. So into cos of phi. And when we got this 2 into AB, so it was a multiplication of these two terms. So here we'll get sin square theta into sin phi cos phi into del f by del x, del f by del y. Now let's see what we got there. So 2 times sin square theta, then sin phi into cos phi. So sin phi is there, and here we'll say cos phi. So these were the changes due to the change in this term. Now guys, last step, that is we'll add these three terms. So here the answer of first term is given here, the answer of second term is here, and here we have the answer of the last term. Now what we have to do is we have to add these three results. So if you want, you can call it as equation number 1, this one as 1, you can call this as 2, and you can call this as 3. So it means we have to add the result number 1, 2 and 3. So now we'll add it. So here I'll just say it is RHS, because if we add these three terms, that becomes the RHS of our question. Now guys, let's start the addition. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna write all terms again, we will do this addition already. So let's start. So guys, the simple rule of mathematics, whenever we are adding certain terms, we take the similar terms together. Now here we have sin square theta cos square phi del f by del x the whole square. So I'll take a term of del f by del x square together. So this is one term. Here I'll highlight it with a line, and this is one term which has del f by del x the whole square term. Similarly, here we have del f by del x the whole square term. So we'll take these three terms together. So inside the bracket we will get this sin square phi. Here I'll write it down. From here we'll get sin square theta cos square phi, and here we'll get cos square theta cos square phi. Del f by del x the whole square term outside. Next we'll take this del f by del y the whole square term together. So this is first term, then here we have the second term, and then here we have the third term. So we'll take the remaining terms in the bracket. So from here we'll get cos square phi. Next, from here we'll get sin square theta sin square phi, and here cos square theta sin square phi. Now let's come back. So now we have this del f by del z the whole square term also. So we'll take it. So this is one term, and this is the second term. So from this two, if I take del f by del z the whole square term together or common, we'll get cos square theta plus sin square theta in bracket, and which is equal to 1. So we'll just get del f by del z the whole square. So here I'll write plus del f by del z the whole square. Next guys, we have a term of del f by del y and del f by del z. So the coefficient of this del f by del y, del f by del z term is this. Now we'll search the similar term. So guys, you can observe that this same term is found here. So we have del f by del y, del f by del z. Now guys, if you observe the coefficient of these two terms, then they are same and opposite in sign. So it means we can cancel it. So we can cancel this term with this term. Next, let's see the terms which have del f by del x into del f by del y. So del f by del x is given here, del f by del x, del f by del y is given here, as well as it is given here. Now let's observe the coefficient. So here it is 2 cos phi sin phi sin square theta. Here it is 2 sin phi cos square theta. So these are the two terms. Also, we have one more term of del f by del x, del f by del y in equation number 3, which is negative 2 sin phi cos phi. So what we'll do is, from these three terms, we can take del f by del x, del f by del y common. Also, we can take sin phi cos phi or 2 sin phi cos phi, 2 sin phi cos phi, and from here 2 sin phi cos phi common. So guys, here we'll write it down. So it is plus in bracket. From here only sin square theta will remain. So I'll write down sin square theta plus, from here cos square theta will remain. So plus cos square theta, and from here only minus 1 will remain. And remaining terms are outside. So common terms are 2 sin phi cos phi del f by del x and del f by del y. So guys, these terms we have taken common and the remaining terms we have written inside the bracket. Now one more thing is here, if I add this sin square theta plus cos square theta, it is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. It means this term is also gonna be 0. So I'll cancel it. So these three terms are over from equation number 3. From equation number 1, all terms are over except the last term. So the last term is of del f by del x, del f by del z, and same or similar term we have here in equation number 2, which is del f by del x and del f by del z. Now guys, observe the coefficient. Here we have positive 2 sin theta, then here we have cos theta cos phi, and here we have negative 2 sin theta cos phi. It means the coefficient is same and opposite in sign. So we can cancel these two terms also. So guys, now all terms are over. So what is remaining? So we have del f by del z the whole square, which is one term. Here I'll write down. So RHS is equal to del f by del z the whole square. This is the one term. Next, these are the two terms which are remaining. From here, let's see how I'm doing it. So from first two terms, we can take sin square phi common. So if I take sin square phi common, or what we can do is, next, let's simplify these two terms. So in the first term, what we can do is we can take cos square phi common. So we will get sin square theta plus cos square theta in bracket, which is 1. So cos square phi will remain from these two terms, and again here we have sin square phi. So sin square phi plus cos square phi is 1. So guys, basically this bracket will give us 1. So only del f by del x the whole square will remain. So del f by del x the whole square plus, now here in the second term, what we can do is we'll take sin square phi common. So that we'll get sin square theta plus cos square theta in bracket, which is 1. So only sin square theta, sin square phi will remain here. Here we have cos square phi. So cos square phi plus sin square phi is again 1. So 1 into del f by del y the whole square is del f by del y the whole square. And guys, this is nothing but our LHS. So here we have proved the given result with the help of partial differentiation of composite functions. So I'm sure that you understood this whole video. So guys, keep watching Ekeeda, where this is the only place where you can get all engineering lectures under one roof. Also, don't forget to share this lecture with your friends and tell them to subscribe to Ekeeda so that they'll get updates about the lectures. Thank you very much.